Hello, my name is Sunpie Barnes. I live in New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm very excited to be a part of the Traveling Film Festival, which will be in Rennes this February. I'm a New Orleans resident, as I said. I play music. I'm a professional musician. I play harmonica. And I also play accordion, which are my favorite instruments that I normally play when I'm in concert or playing any other settings. Both of these instruments are reed instruments, so I just love the sound and the texture of being able to play reed instruments. Some of the styles of music that we have here are like Creole zydeco music. Of course, New Orleans is the home of jazz music also, but we have many different styles of indigenous music here in this city. And in addition to these musical instruments, I'm also very much an impassioned photographer. And so I've made quite a few projects around photography. My favorite camera to shoot with is a Leica camera. So I have different styles of Leica cameras. And in terms of creating books, I've also had the pleasure of creating, this is my latest project, co-creating rather, a book called Mercredi Creole. It is a 128-page book around Louisiana Creole language, culture, and music. It has 15 songs also in addition in the book that you can see, listen to, as well as follow along with the reading. Another book that I've helped to create, also co-author, is a book called Talk That Music Talk. It is around the brass band tradition in New Orleans, early traditional jazz music and brass band music created here, and how this legacy of music making here has been passed along from generation to generation. So I took their photographs in the book, over 315 different photographs in the book as well. It's a fairly long book, around 320 pages. And in addition to doing these professional ventures, I'm also the chief of the North Side Skull and Bone Gang, which you'll learn more about a little bit later, but we've been featured in several different books. This is Charles Fager's book around black masking traditions throughout the Americas, from South America all the way to the tip of New Orleans, Louisiana. The wonderful Haitian book called In Extremis, Haitian Death Art, also has a feature on my Skull and Bone Gang, which I am the chief of, again, and have been masking for this carnival tradition for the past 20 years. I've also had a great deal of pleasure being a photo editor for different book projects. This is one of the latest ones called Fire in the Hole. It's a book around the masking Mardi Gras Indian tradition as well. So I hope you enjoy some of the things that I have in mind to bring and offer to the festival. One of the things that I've been thinking about and preparing for the film festival that I'd love to share with audiences is my photography around the swamps and wetlands of South Louisiana, in the space where I live at, to give people a real chance of like what I do with these cameras when I go out into nature. I love to film nature, so having a combination of what South Louisiana looks like, the natural setting in the swamps or in the forest, but also the urban scenes that we have here. So I'm putting together some special PowerPoint or slide programs that hopefully I'll have a chance to share with everyone, and they can really get a sense for what the culture and the scene really is here in the New Orleans area. One of my favorite moments playing music, which I have many, but in 2015 I was playing in Paris in the Ziggo Dome I believe it's called, and we were there. I was playing in a band with Paul Simon and Sting. So we've done a long tour around different parts of the world, in Australia and New Zealand for 6 weeks. We had scheduled 7 days in London, and we had 7 days in Paris. I was very excited about that because we're staying right on Champs-Élysées. And at the concert that night, we played, and in the front row, I'm looking, and all the people are very excited. It's always exciting to see the faces of who's there. And right in front of me is Emmanuel Valls. And he was pumped up. He told everyone to stand up and dance and not sit down. So the whole crowd was supercharged, and he was leading the way. And he knew the words to practically every song that we played. So it was a wonderful moment in music to be there and have the French Prime Minister in the audience, and at the same time see how excited he was to have everyone else involved. So that was a really magical night. And later that evening, after the concert, I had a chance to meet him and talk with him and shake his hand, and he was such a genuine, impassioned fan of the music. So really a wonderful memory for me to have that moment in Paris, which was a place that I always really wanted to play, and I could not think of a better way to play my first real concert in Paris than to be there with him in the audience like that, and everyone that was there, but really special.